Remember them, 0800 2 Get High. They do make height easy. You'll find them around Christchurch, down in the Lakes District, Blenheim, Waikato, up there in Auckland, and they've got that Forkworks training as well. They do. Accessman.co.nz. And the Ruapuna Speedway is brought to us this season by the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge. You will find them at 118 Racecourse Road. Went there last night and it was awesome food, great hospitality and so on. So they do the breakfasts, the lunches and the dinners open from 6:30 through to 8. That is the Racecourse, 118 Racecourse Road.
Well, here we go, folks. It's what we've been anticipating for a wee while now. And, of course, our local boy, Liam McCoubrey, has drawn one straight away. And you've got to feel for Liam. He's got a brand new motor in that car. It looked pretty good in hot laps for sure, but I'm sure his heart will be thumping when he's leading out this field for the very first heat in the New Zealand Accessman Midget car title. Of course, we want to see Michael Pickens and a great... one of the greatest drivers you'll ever come across. We can say that quite confidently these days. With 10 New Zealand midget car titles, he's an absolute phenomena. He takes himself all the way to America. He wins feature races over there. He's just come back from the Chili Bowl. He got himself into the feature there. He did crash out, but we are so used to seeing that CRC car travelling towards the front end of any race or feature. So keep an eye out for the CRC car. The other car you might like to look out for, folks, is Alec Inslee, 71, just 17 years old. And that Yale-sponsored midget is as fast as ever. And Alec has got all the confidence in the world of a young 17-year-old. And let's see how he goes. Plenty of chances in this race, of course. And AJ, what do they need to do here? They just really need to finish first, don't they? And try and pile on a few points.
Yeah, grab as many points as you can because every point is vitally important. So for the likes of Pickens, boy, he starts making things a little bit easier if he gets the mother load starting from back in grid number 11. Now, one quick thing, they always say the detail is important, and, well, the bit of paper we had told us that Neville Basley was driving the modified sprint. It was, in fact, Jaden.
Wow, wow.
My boss always told me to be accurate.
Well, no surprise, Jaden driving that car. He was one of the absolute best modified sprint drivers here, and then he went midget car racing. Good to see him racing both classes tonight. So here we go, folks. The Accessman New Zealand midget car title and Heat 1. With groups 1 and 6 going head-to-head. And as we've already said, watch out for that 1NZ. Oh, Jeremy Webb. Jeremy Webb, what a disappointment, that car to the infield. So let's see how they go, folks.
Yeah, Webb will be bitterly disappointed. I noticed during the hot lap sessions that he did a couple of laps and then he just pulled in and circulated around the infield. And we did say on Methanol Madness the other night that, you know, Jeremy has got all the ability in the world, but we felt that he hasn't had enough outings in that car this season. Let's hope it's just a minor problem because, boy, when this guy is hot, he is red hot. Field looking good. Heat number 1, 81st New Zealand Midget Car Championship presented by Accessman. And they are locked and loaded. Let's send them away. The Nationals are underway. And it's the 12 of Liam McCoubrey. He got a belter of a start from the front row. Tyler Robbins sitting there in second spot. Then we look back in the 68 of Jordan Russ. A bit of an unknown quantity to us down here. But Russ is certainly making all the right moves. Brock Maskovich in the 5. He moves up into the 3rd spot. Looking back, Pickens has already knocked a couple of places off. He just gets a little bit sideways on. That's Tyler Robbins. And we've got one up and over. Just exiting turn number 4. Oh, boy, there's a bit of a ringer too. Bit of a bell ringer. Brock Maskovich looking solid. Is already up into 4th position. We will try to get confirmation of the number of that car. Unfortunately, it's right in the blind spot from the commentary position. And if you love old school, just listen to the 5C of Scotty Miller, the V4 Chev.
Yeah, just going through those runners, AJ, a bit hard to identify who that was, but as you said, a fairly spectacular crash off a fast exiting turns 4.
Yeah, I think it's Jordan Russ in the 68 car.
Jordan Russ, yeah, not a great start to his title championship, but what a great start by Liam McCoubrey. He really has got that car going well. Of course, that was a big test. They haven't really fired that engine up in anger, and good to see that the 12C car is going as well as it is.
Yeah, driving for Selwyn Everett, and Selwyn, of course, he knows what the big nights are all about, and Liam had a couple of podiums when he was racing the TQs. Just doing some stats the other day, Selwyn Everett is the only driver in the history of Ruapuna to have notched up over 100 feature race wins. He had a huge career that started back in the getting closer to the late 60s, and raced the super modifieds, the stock rods, the sprint cars and midget cars. Also got a win or two when he raced modified sprints. But there's plenty of experience in that Everett Motorsport team, and Liam McCoubrey has certainly been getting some good results for Selwyn Everett.
Yeah, very, very talented racing crew, of course, and Liam himself was a very good TQ driver, stepping into the midgets a couple of seasons ago and performing very well. Just watching Tyler Robbins' car in that first couple of laps there, a little bit squirrely on the setup there. And looks like we've got a full course red here, folks. So we've got some probably something fairly serious happening down there, folks. Looks like we might be bringing the ambulance on, perhaps, and just taking our time with Jordan Russ, making sure he's all okay. Well, AJ, as you said, that was quite an impact, wasn't it? It looked fairly innocuous early and then took a big tumble, and Jordan's car's taking a very big hit.
Yeah, it's taken a bit of a beating, hasn't it? And what an unfortunate way to get the 81st New Zealand Midget Car Championship underway. Jordan Russ, he was running in 3rd position and just appeared to strike a few difficulties down there in the Stadium Finance Prison Bend. If you're new to Ruapuna, the Stadium Finance corner with the Accessman hospitality area, that is the Prison Bend, because just over the fence is the Paparua Prison. Good evening to the boys there listening in to a night's entertainment. And the other end of the track, the We Buy Cars with the Stadium Finance hospitality area. That there is what we call Town Bend, or turns 1 and 2.
Absolutely, and just a quick shout out to our share and win winners this week. Of course, remember, every meeting we have here, you've got a chance of getting a free ticket to the Speedway. Just get onto our Facebook and share some of the posts there. A big warm welcome to Wayne Pickles, Jan Lee Cunningham, Julia Ryder, Ian Island, McGiller I think he is, and Belle Foster, Carl Wolf, good to see you here, Carl, David Thomas, Sarah Harkis, Scott Kelly, and one of our biggest fans ever, Mark Tier. So good to see you guys here at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge of Ruapuna Speedway. Remember, if you'd like a chance to get a free family pass, just get onto our Facebook and share the post that we put up each week.
Yeah, a few other people to welcome along tonight. A very, very special guest. The last South Islander to win the New Zealand Midget Car Championship. It was way back in 1968. Edwin Murray. He showed that it was absolutely no fluke by 1972-73. He finished second behind Barry Butterworth. Johnny McKittrick's coming along this weekend, and twice John finished second in, once he finished second, and that was in 1970-71 when they had those horrible old runoffs, and he was in a V8 60 up against a Repco Holden, and he gave it heaps. And then in 1989-90, which was getting right near the end of Johnny's career, he finished third. Special welcome, very, very special welcome to Roger Gleason, who lives up Sacramento, California way, 1983-84 New Zealand Sprint Car Champion, a former promoter here, former club president, and Roger enjoyed being here for the New Zealand Sprint Car Championship so much last year that he wanted to return for the midgets. Royce Clive's here. He was third in the 72-73 New Zealand Midget Championship. And tuning in, Ted Nuttridge from Australia. So, yep, we're certainly getting some real good old speedway names still following the sport here at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway. It is the original home of horsepower here in Christchurch. Of course, we do it all again tomorrow night. Weather's certainly going to be looking a whole bunch better, and we kick off tomorrow night right on 5:30, and we anticipate that we'll get through things nice and quickly tomorrow night. Some of you have got work on Monday, and no, kids have still got more time off school, haven't they?
No, still on holiday, so no, they can stay up late, no problems at all. Just while we're doing our shout-outs, folks, we've got Neville O'Brien celebrating his 70th birthday. Neville's been attending Speedway for 45 years. He's here tonight with his wife, Karen, and grandson, Carter. Good to have you here, Neville. You've been a great supporter of the Ruapuna Speedway for many, many years, and great to see you celebrating your 70th birthday this evening.
Yeah, what a place to come for your 70th birthday party. Also, cousin Bob, the security over there at the track shack, he's celebrating a birthday as well. And boy, the messages are coming thick and fast. I might have to turn that thing off. Hey, if you've got your pen and paper handy, we do have the info line up and running again. 021 1317 889. That's for all you regulars. It is in the program tonight. Very impressed the way Brock Maskovich was making headway through the traffic there, Craig. He started off in grid 8. He was up there into 4th. And he is one of a number of drivers that will absolutely fancy his chances tonight. He won a New Zealand Midget Car Grand Prix here at Ruapuna a number of seasons ago. Field lining up, it's the 12 of Liam McCoubrey that's going to lead them round to the white chalk mark. Referee tonight, Bill Clarkson. He'll be looking at them very closely. Finger on the green light, and we send them away again. So it is Liam McCoubrey leading the way. In second spot is the 5 of Tyler Robbins in the Terminator house car, constructed by Mike Robbins. Then we go back to the 95 of Mitch Fabish. That family knows plenty about winning big speedway events. Alec Inslee in the Yale 71 tries the high line, loses a little bit of ground on Maskovich in the 5, but boy, they are starting to hunt them down. Michael Pickens, oh boy, he tried something and he's got a little bit out of shape, got tagged very gently by the 24 of McHugh. Our race leader, it's a local boy, Liam McCoubrey. Ah, there goes Inslee. He turns it around. That track, and he stalls it. He will get a restart, but he will have to start from the back. That track turns 3 and 4. Slightly different characteristics to the rest of the oval tonight.
Yeah, very dry, slick track down at 3 and 4, and all the drivers in that sort of darker clay that you can see further up. Very unusual to see Michael Pickens start to lose control of his car, so certainly fairly slick there. Alec Inslee very frustrated with himself, but I tell you what, Alex, the best thing you could do is actually stall that car on the track. You'll be at the back of the field now, mate, and I know you wanted to keep going, but I think you've got a good chance of making a few placings right now. So let's see who can adapt to this track, folks. It's certainly got all the drive on the outside, and we may be seeing that water track quicker than we might think there, AJ, just to get the inside right.
Yeah, I would think so. How good is Liam McCoubrey going in this one? He's led the first 4 laps. Boy, what a roller coaster of emotions for Liam and the Everett Motorsport team, suffering fairly major engine issues at the last race meeting. They've managed to source a replacement engine.
And I tell you what, AJ's got the fastest lap time at the moment, so he's going beautifully, 15.29 on a dry, slick track. Let's see how he goes at this restart.
Here we go, starter's got the green flag poised. We'll send them away again, 4 in the books. And it's Liam McCoubrey. Big charge around the top by Fabish. Let's see if he can make this one stick like glue. And he moves up into the second spot. So that's Mitch Fabish in that orange 95 car. Boy, he has been hunting them down. Brock Maskovich down low in the 3. Just drifted back into 4th. Michael Pickens is up into 5th. They're not making it easy for the 10-time New Zealand Midget Car champion. Liam McCoubrey, he knows Ruapuna like the back of his hands, and he is showing it. Lap starting to count down. So it's McCoubrey, Fabish, Maskovich and Robbins are the front five. Pickens has just moved into that category. Behind Pickens, Sam McCrenna and the 24 car of Morgan McHugh having a good old battle there. Inslee starting to grab some extra points on his way through the traffic. McCoubrey, he's just gone out a little bit high. The door was left wide open for Mitch Fabish and likewise for the Brock Maskovich car. Actually, it appears as though the 12 machine may have just lost some of its pace. He's drifted back. He's being spat out of the lead bunch like a dud check because here comes Michael Pickens up into fourth. Big battle going on at the front between Mitch Fabish in the 95 and the 5 out of Auckland of Brock Maskovich. Tyler Robbins still hanging on to third. An impressive run by Robbins. Then we go back to Pickens and McCoubrey. Michael Pickens starting to eye up the third spot. Big move down the bottom part of the racetrack. Let's see what Robbins is made of here because he has been very impressive. Yellow lights on. Yellow light.
Okay, folks, we missed that one, AJ. That is the end of the race, and it was Mitch Fabish, 15.25 seconds his lap time. He took out the first heat of the New Zealand Midget Car title, sponsored by Accessman. An unfortunate result for Liam McCoubrey. That car just lost all its handling just a few laps out. He did manage to hang on for 5th place, and Michael Pickens didn't really make as much progress as we thought, but he certainly ended up in 4th place. So the official results, Mitch Fabish 15.2, Brock Maskovich 2nd, and Tyler Robbins 3rd.
Maybe we'll do it all 3 midget car races in one go. Right, yeah, very interesting. It's going to be great to see row number 3. That's the local boys, Glenn Jury in the 66 and Jack Lowe, of course. Jack, the current Canterbury champion, did venture up north and campaigned for Seamount Racing up in the North Island for a while last season. A lot of work for Nathan Wilkie from Grid 11. At the last meeting, he just about stole the march on his far more experienced opponents. Led a big wallop of one of the heat race laps. That front row. Boy, have they given Dracula the key to the blood bank? The front row, Jay Chadwick in the 98 and the 9 of Tom Lumsden.
Well, of course, Tom Lumsden's driving that custom-built engine, the XB4, built by
Angus McLeod.
Angus McLeod, an ex-sprint car and midget car racer here at Ruapuna Speedway. And Tom's comment on that motor is it's got more horsepower than he can handle, and it's just a matter of how much and how quick he decides he wants to go into the corner. And he's won a few feature races here at the track. So good to see the Hang Up Entertainment car and Millbrook car company-sponsored midget of Tom Lumsden leading out the second race of the New Zealand Midget Car title brought to us by Accessman.
You're going to be very interested in how Aaron Hodgson goes in that 35 car. Boy, this guy, he's a rocket ship, and yeah, big raps on him. Here we go, folks. Eyes down and watching heat number 2. About to get underway. Let's turn him loose. It's Tom Lumsden in the 9. Got a real pearler of a start, but he is being chased hard by the 98 of Jay Chadwick. Then we go back to car number 35. That is Aaron Hodgson. Brad Mosen in the 2 machine, starting to make some big moves. It's Lumsden, Hodgson, Mosen and Chadwick. Also starting to come into contention, the 8 of Shaden Austin. Another one of the young guns who comes with big raps from very well-heeled people up north who absolutely race this kid. Glenn Jury currently running in the 6th spot in the Accessman car, and he's got Luke McClymont in the Seamount number 4 tucked in nicely behind him, but it's still Lumsden in the XB4, Hodgson in 2nd, Mosen in 3rd. Lap starting to count down quickly. The hang-up entertainment car is absolutely running on a string right now. They've had reliability issues earlier in the season, but boy, I think the Gremlins may well have gone west. Hodgson battling hard in the Carter Tyre 35 car. Co-car owner Shane Alec. And there's a guy that knows his midget car racing. He went out a little wide. Mosen saw the gap. He was like the red hot knife through butter. Did the slide. Hodgson got him back. But what a battle royal we've got going on there for second and third. While the local boy, Tom Lumsden, he leads the charge. Here goes Mosen again with another quick manoeuvre. These two have had one or two scrapings together throughout the season. Mosen now firmly in second, Hodgson back in third. Big wheelie from Jay Chadwick in the Rangiora ITM car in the fourth spot. And in fifth is the 8 of Shaden Austin. Tom Lumsden, boy, he is certainly reeling down some laps. But here comes Mosen. Mosen starting to close that gap. 1 lap to go. Mosen now just a little over a car length in arrears. It's Tom Lumsden, Mosen in second, Hodgson in third. Down through the Stadium Finance, Prison Band, checkered flag. It's a win for the locals. Tom Lumsden takes the win. Brad Mosen in second. In third place is Aaron Hodgson in the 35. And fourth, Jay Chadwick. Shaden Austin in the ATM fifth. Then we go back to Jack Lowe, who pipped Nathan Wilkie at the line. Luke McClymont, he's also in there. We'll wait till the scoring system settles down. But oh boy, yeah, McClymont already on the infield. Issues for the 4 car. What do you think of that, Ruapuna? The local boy, Tommy Lumsden, brings the Hang Up Entertainment XP4 home in first place. It's only early days, but that will be an absolute confidence booster. Like all the North Islanders that were here at our last race meeting, he put on a whale of a show. I was super impressed by Travis Buckley in the Esslinger number 7. A young Kiwi driver, and he's campaigned extensively up in the USA during the New Zealand winter. The Buckley Systems Esslinger car of Travis Buckley. Starting out at grid number 4, Trent Way. Now there's one to watch in the 9 machine. Gee, he's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? And a very classy driver, that is Trent Way. He's running one of those Toyota engines, as are a number of them, and boy, they scream like a sack full of cats. Here we go, folks, up to the white chalk line. Heat number 3 about to get underway. That front row, Basilet and McGill, and it's Jaden Basilet. Goes in high and wide, and he comes out of the first corner in the lead. So it's Jaden Basilet leading the way. Max Guilford in the Doric Get Glazed number 3. He's muscled his way there up into second spot already. Then we go back to the 93 of Carl McGill. Travis Buckley, next cab off the rank, and then we've got the 63 of Jaden Worthington sitting there in the 5th spot. But it is all Jaden Basilet. Learned his craft here at Ruapuna, now lives up in Auckland, but he is the son of a bullet. And he is no spud gun, this kid, because he has really struck some form very quickly in this, the 3rd heat race. So it's Basilet, Guilford and Travis Buckley. They're the front 3. Worthington up into 4th. McGill just shuffled back a little. Then we've got Ben Morgan in the 45 car. He decides to try the high line, the Graham Hill roofing machine. So it's Morgan up into 5th spot right now, and he is on the prowl, making things very unpleasant for Jaden Worthington, who hangs on to 4th. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it is all Jaden Basilet. What a battle we've got going on for 4th and 5th. Worthington down low, the Christchurch driver, Ben Morgan, he's rustled them up, and he moves up there into that 4th spot. Oh boy, the pace is an absolute cracker. Guilford hanging on to 2nd. Buckley is starting to work him over. Oh, here comes Worthington. We've got one around. Boy, his night is getting worse by the second, isn't it? Peter Honeybell in the 9 car.
Yeah, he come off second best there, folks. He just run up against another car, and Peter's, as you say, AJ, Peter's night is not going particularly well tonight. He's just finding himself in the wrong spot at the wrong time. But what a great start by Jaden Bazillet. Good to see the son of the Bullet getting out as quick as he did. But he has got Mad Max Guilford right on his tail. This restart will be very telling to see if they've got that Bazillet car all set up as well as it needs to be. And, of course, Travis Buckley sitting in behind there. He was very racy in those first few laps.
Yeah, what a battle that Ben Morgan is putting up there in the Graham Hill Roofing Thermocraft 45 car. Such a talented young driver. Anyone that said this was going to be an Auckland whitewash or a North Island whitewash might just want to do some thinking. Ben Morgan is showing a lot of ability out there, and he just goes about his business. Jaden Worthington, what a battle those two had.
Yeah, I was watching Ben on those first couple of laps. He had an absolute handful going into turn 3 and 4, Prison Bend there, but he adjusted to beautifully, got that car under control, and now he's lapping very fast indeed. So he's got a real challenge in front of him, the very fast Travis Buckley and Mad Max Guilford and Jaden Bazillet. Let's see if Ben Morgan can make his way through in another heat here of the Accessman midget car title.
Yeah, a lot of eyes will be on the 21 of Campbell Stewart as well. Another one of the very talented drivers from the north, and he's got plenty of laps under his belt. Very sedate lead up to the start. Guilford down low, Bazillet up high. Here goes Ben Morgan. Reputations count for nothing for Morgan. A big slide across into second spot by Buckley. Has he got it? Guilford's going to come back off the ropes with that one. Guilford grabs that. Here comes Buckley again. He's having another go at it. Guilford just checked up a little bit, but Jaden Bazillet still leading the way. So it's Bazillet, Buckley, and then Max Guilford. Worthington's grabbed back fourth. Ben Morgan, he is really in a big titanic battle there for that fourth spot. And look at the battle going on for 5th, 6th and 7th behind them. They're 3 wide. This is great midget car racing. Our race leader, Jaden Bazillet, done so much of his racing here at Ruapuna. It is like a home track for him. White flag, 1 to go. Bazillet. Travis Buckley in the second spot. Then we go back to Max Guilford. Jaden Worthington, he is not going to play games here. Oh, McDonnell gets involved in a bit of a skirmish there, and he's gone backwards, but checkered flag flies. Jaden Bazillet takes a win from Travis Buckley. Then we go back to Max Guilford. In fourth, it will be the 63 of Worthington. Ben Morgan got the 5th spot from Peter Honeybell, and he came home very fast over the closing part of that lap. There you go, folks, another race win. Big points for the 73 car of Jaden Bazillet. And regulars here will remember Jaden starting back in quarter midgets, and he was close on unbeatable, and he carried that trend into the modified sprints, and he looks pretty darn comfortable in that midget car, Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. A great win by our local hero, Jaden Bazillet. Of course, he is registered to Auckland, but he's been down here for many, many years. Those that were watching Peter Honeybell, hell, did he throw a Hail Mary into that last corner and almost put Jordan McDonnell out of the stadium. So Peter Honeybell has had a guts full. He's frustrated with his setup and stuff, but he did make a couple of passes. Let's give it up for Jaden Bazillet.
Need to audition. We knew that he would pass with flying colours, and he was a much loved character out here at Speedway. Way back in the 60s, he was a pusher in the TQs when you had to push start them all, and Tom just about did push start them all, and he'd go from one car to another to another to another, and just a really, really decent man. And yeah, Tom hadn't been in good health for a number of years and sadly passed away last year, but he had a send-off that was absolutely befitting of it, and he loved TQs and midgets, and so he did race mini sprints, and
Yeah.
if you ever raced those things, boy, you got the short back and sides every time the white number 4 was behind you. So that's maybe why the TQs had a little bit of spice in it, because I was thinking, is it full moon or not? Right, let's move on very quickly. Grids for heat number 4. And, yep, we'll go in grid formation lineup. The 35 of Aaron Hodgson from 1, starting out of grid number 2. Yeah, Jordan Russ is down there for grid number 2. 54 Jack Lowe from 3, and the 12V of Brent Hoos from 4. Starting from grid number 5 is 5 Scott Miller, and Alec Inslee in the 71A from grid number 6. Out of grid 7, Morgan McEwen, the 24A, and Ben Hoos in the 74V will go from grid 8. It's getting a bit confusing, isn't it? From grid number 9, Michael Pickens in the 1NZ. From grid 10, this is going to be a good matchup. The 9 of Tom Lumsden. And yeah, Russ has just pulled up by the start-finish gate there. From grid 11, Ben Matthews, that's the Repco 7K machine, and 12C Liam McCoubrey will start from grid 12. And just, Craig, we were going through the what the letters on the cars stand for before, and one we forgot about was the V, and that is for Wanganui, so the track up there, Ocean View. And midget cars are starting to really get a good following up there around Palmerston North and Wanganui. And the Hoos family have for a long time been involved in TQs and midgets. And how good is it that the tentacles of speedway midget car racing are starting to spread very quickly through the country. Still a number of cars down here in Christchurch, a couple of engine, well, you know, big engine failures that cost us Jacob McIntyre, an absolute superstar in modifieds, and Jacob did campaign the midget for one night, and then they struck a terminal engine issue, and you know, it's just a class that we need 2 or 3 more cars in the South Island regularly, and what's good will be even better.
Yeah, just watching Jordan Russ down here. It looks like they've got a couple of issues going on there, and it looks like the 3-minute bell's being called. So he'll officially get 3 minutes to muck around with that car and get it sorted out. Looks like they're just putting some tape on the front bars there. Obviously that sun strike is causing a couple of wee issues, and very disconcerting when you're going into a corner as quick as these midgets do and the sun strike hits you in the eyes. So Jordan just getting that part of his car sorted out. And of course, watching this race here, folks, we've got 35M Aaron Hodgson off the front. Now that's going to be pretty interesting to watch. Let's see how far he can get in front of the rest of the field. But the part that I'm going to enjoy watching is Liam McCoubrey making his way through the field. Hopefully he's got everything sorted out, and we'll see what happens with him. So Speedway officials just giving us an update there, AJ. What was that about?
Yeah, what they're going to do is they are going to run out the 3-minute bell for Jordan Russ in the 63 car.
Right. And looks like he's getting a push start, but no firing there. So let's hope he can get this thing going. He's travelled a heck of a long way, and we want to see him get some good laps around Ruapuna.
Yeah, that big crash in the first race.
Yeah. Now, I was about to say before I lost my train of thought, it's going to be interesting to watch Michael Pickens, and if Tom Lumsden uses a bit of wisdom here, he might just start to follow Michael Pickens, because Michael is cutting through fields like this all day long. But that XP4 motor was pretty powerful in that first heat, AJ, and Tommy might have other sort of intentions. Who knows?
Yeah, sometimes you can learn one heck of a lot by following someone, but Tom, he has been around a long time, a very, very talented driver, and he's raced over in Australia back in the day when he was in the modified sprints. They bundled up his modified sprint, took it over to Aussie, and very nearly won the Australia Litre Sprint Car Championship, much to the Australians' consternation. How dare a Kiwi come over and do that? And he's got quite a record around here at Ruapuna. Been here a long time. He's got 19 midget feature wins. In fact, he is the winningest midget feature winner here at Ruapuna in the years following 2010. He's got 11 modified sprint feature wins and a TQ one. So he's been around the traps for a while. Currently third in the City South Van Spears Midget Super Series that runs here at Ruapuna and actually cranks up again on the 2nd of March, I think it is. Yep, those problems. Probably not a great surprise that there's an issue or two with Jordan Russ's car, given what happened to them in the first heat race.
So this is interesting. It'll leave a bit of a gap up the front there, I think, and it'll be a little easier for the likes of Jack Lowe to make some progress towards Aaron Hodgson. Jack Lowe, one of our favourite drivers here at Ruapuna in the 54C City South Van Spears Midget. And Jack Lowe, one of the fastest midget car drivers around the track for sure. And got that young Alec Inslee just beside him there in the 71 Yale car. Alec has got all the confidence in the world and has been driving particularly well very recently.
Yeah, some great photos that emerged from the last race meeting here at Ruapuna, both from James Selwyn and from Joe Johnson of the midgets, and there's an absolute belter of a photo.
Yep. And
it's got Alec Inslee right up hard against the fence, and not sure whether we used it in the program or not, but boy, he put on a heck of a show for us all, and we were all really, really impressed. Bit of a sad sight seeing the Jordan Russ car going to the infield.
Talking to some of those midget car drivers last night at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, we know that they love racing here at Ruapuna Speedway. The way that concrete wall is formed, it has a angled foot at the bottom, and we've seen in that hot lap that Aaron Hodgson put his right rear virtually halfway up the wall, got some grip and come charging down. So that's a technique only the likes of Buddy Kofoid used to use here in the sprint cars many years ago. But looks like they're getting ready to go here, AJ. It's going to be a beaut.
Yeah, it is going to be a ripper race. This is the 4th heat New Zealand Midget Car Championship. We're clean, we are green, and Jack Lowe saw a big gap open up down low. Wasn't able to capitalise on it. Aaron Hodgson leads him down the back chute. In second spot, we've got Jack Lowe down low, and Brent Hoos in the 12E up a little bit higher. Here comes Alec Inslee in the Rumble Racing Yale 71 car. Inslee will start working the track. He will find where he's comfortable, but another big move coming in there from the 24 of Morgan McHugh. He shuffles Inslee back a spot. Michael Pickens currently in the 6th position in the CRC number 1. Big battle going on there for 2nd and 3rd between Jack Lowe and Brent Hoos. In the lead, it is the 35. That's the Carter tyre machine of Aaron Hodgson. Lowe in 2nd, Hoos in 3rd, Inslee in 4th, then McHugh in 5th, and Michael Pickens up into the 6th spot. The 9 car has struck an issue. Oh boy. Consistency has been a problem for Tom Lumsden with that XP4, and he rolls to the infield. Back in the dirt track jungle, it's the 35 of Hodgson. Boy, he is certainly ringing it out. Jack Lowe in 2nd. Lowe has made a big break on Brent Hoos. Michael Pickens up into 4th behind the 12V car of Brent Hoos, and looming ominously the 71 of Alec Inslee. Now Michael Pickens is up into 3rd and starting to haul them in. So it is Hodgson, Lowe and Pickens are the first 3. 3 laps to go next time across the NPD 100% fuels line. And Aaron Hodgson showing his obvious talent to us all. Jack Lowe in 2nd. Certainly carrying the hopes of many mainlanders. Michael Pickens up into 3rd. White flag will come out next time around. Alec Inslee in 4th. Then we go back to Brent Hoos and the 24 car of Morgan McHugh. Ben Matthews starting to claw them back. So the white flag is out for Hodgson, down past the value cars warehouse, grandstand on the back straight. It's checkered flag time. Aaron Hodgson will take the win from Jack Lowe with the 10-time and defending New Zealand midget car champion Michael Pickens crossing the line in third, Alec Inslee in fourth, Ben McHugh in fifth, and then the 12V of Brent who's put up a whale of a drive at that machine, grabbing the 6th spot. Well, we've called him a dark horse for this championship for a number of weeks, Craig, and once again, he started off the front, but Aaron Hodgson is very impressive the way he works the racetrack. Yeah, he was an absolute superstar 2 seasons ago, and he's just getting his form back right now. He's wild as ever. There's Aaron Hodgson. The way he drives, he's fearless, and that Carter's 35 put on a great result here, and a nice entry into the New Zealand Midget Car Championship for him. Well, there you go, Louise. He's wild and reckless as Aaron Hodgson. He puts on a show for everybody, and that Carter's midget has performed beautifully to take out a heat win here tonight.
Yeah, Aaron's always one to have a strong performance. We've obviously seen him down here at Rapuna quite a few times, always putting on a show for the crowd. Aaron, that was a very convincing heat win there with several seconds between you and second place there, obviously feeling fast and confident coming into this weekend.
Hang on, sorry, I just got the radio going off. Yeah, Shane gives me a good car every time we go out, so huge thanks to him, Dana Stanley, Robin and Gary Carter, all the partners and crew. So yeah, just got to let rip, potato chip.
Eyes on the big picture for Aaron Hodgson as he heads into his next couple of heat races before the championship tomorrow night.
One from 10, Tyler Robbins in the 5K. Great showing in that his first drive tonight, and Carl McGill wraps up the field in the 93P car out of grid number 11. That's a Manawa 2 ITM. Of course, big night of speedway racing up there at Palmerston North tonight. The stock car teams, I believe their weather went dog on them, but they may have had the same as us. The weather gods shone on them eventually.
Well, we all deserve a bit of luck for sure. Those fans of Liam McCoubrey, still no power steering. He's going to use the Armstrong steering in the last race, he says, try and collect some points and change that unit over tomorrow. That's a hell of a challenge to steer one of those things without power steering. But good luck to you, Liam. Hope it all works out, mate.
Yeah, I can just hear Selwyn Everett telling him it's just time to muscle up, boy, and do it the old school way. Of course, you know, power steering we often think of as a luxury, and in midget cars it's almost a necessity, and the power to weight ratio of these machines is something unbelievable. Heartbreak Hotel continues for Jeremy Webb in the 88 car. They just cannot cut a break in that, and they've had issues right through from the get-go. Here we go, green, and she's a messy old start, but it's Mitch Fabish who leads the charge of the lightning fast brigade. Down the back chute they go. So it's Fabish. He's got a good strong hold on it. In second spot, Trentway in the Langslow 9 machine. Here comes Mad Max Guildford in the 3 car. Guildford up into second as Fabish goes up against wall. Guildford now takes over the lead. Brock Maskovich has moved up into second place behind him. Fabish has taken second back from him. Oh boy, it's coming thick and fast. Sam McCrenna in the 4 car from Christchurch, currently sitting there in 4th spot, battling away with Trentway. Our race leader, Max Guildford. Behind him is Fabish. All eyes on the 5 car of Brock Maskovich. Maskovich running the bottom part of the racetrack. Runs into second spot now as he just moved Fabish up the racetrack a little. No doubting our race leader. It's Max Guildford. Maskovich in second, Fabish in third, McCrenna in fourth, Trentway in fifth, and then we look a little bit further back. It's Jaden Worthington sitting there in 6th spot, Campbell Stewart in 7th. Halfway distance, we've got 5 in the books, 5 to go. Heat number 6, 81st New Zealand Midget Car Championship, and Max Guilford may well have them shot to pieces in this one. Brock Maskovich in second. McKenna, where has this performance come from? He is running them ragged. McKenna up there into third. Fabish grabbed it back. Here comes McKenna. He comes back for another go at it. So it's Guilford, Maskovich. Then we go back to Fabish, McKenna, Trent Way, Campbell Stewart, the 63 of Worthington. What a stunning performance we've got going on here by Sam McKenna. Laps counting down very quickly. Max Guilford starting to run the dirt a little bit. He loves it up there. He's got the best part of the length of the straight almost as an advantage. He can put that in the bank because Brock Maskovich is in second. It is the last lap. In third is Fabish, McKenna in fourth, Stewart in fifth. His Way just drifted out a little bit wide. Checkered flag time, Max Guilford takes a win. Second place will be Maskovich. McKenna's got third from Fabish, right on the line. What a run from Sam McKenna. Then we go back to Campbell Stewart in the fifth, sixth with Jaden Worthington, Trent Way, Tyler Robbins, Jamie Brown, and Carl McGill. What a race by Max Guilford. The one that took my eye, Sam McKenna. Yeah. That was the best we've seen Sam go in a midget car.
Yeah, congratulations firstly to Mad Max Guilford. He's a favourite round here at Ruapuna Speedway. Brock Maskovich, and as you say, Sam McKenna driving the slightly underpowered midget, put a last lap pass on Mitch Fabish. So they were having a great battle there for the last few laps, and Sam just held his bottle, got the opportunity, and he smashed it through. So congratulations to you, Sam. But it's Mad Max Guilford, our winner tonight. Well, there you go, Louise. We're so used to seeing Max Guilford down here at Ruapuna. I'm pretty sure he's got a smile on his face. That was a very dominant win.
Yeah, our defending South Island midget champion, Max Guilford, obviously very comfortable down here at Ruapuna. We see him down here a lot in both the sprint car and the midget. Got to feel good to lock in a heat race win here tonight, Max.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to do that. These boys have been working hard on the right corner of the car all night. I haven't been very comfortable with it, and still even that heat I felt horrible. So I think we just need a few more adjustments. I see Chris is fixing the hole into 3 there, so that's going to help a lot with her car. But well, yeah, we'll see what we can do in the next heat, and if we can see again.
Awesome. Heat race winner number 6, Max Guilford.
It's locked in gear to shift the broom.
Number 7, the 81st New Zealand Midget Car Championship, presented by Accessman, Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway. Here we go with heat number 7, and it's Inslee gets the start from down on the pole line. McDonnell just had a little bit of a push on as he got through the turns 1 and 2. Ben Morgan sitting there in third, but he is being hounded by Peter Honeybell. Change at the front. Jordan McDonnell grabbed it, but back comes Alec Inslee. Oh, Ben Morgan, a big bike, and the car loads up, stops. That'll bring out the yellow.
I tell you what, that put the frighteners up, Ben. That car almost launched into the fence, and he certainly put the anchors on and managed to save it. But he was very, very racy there, and just carrying a little too much speed in there, biked up on him. And it happens so quickly with these midget cars. Good to see Alec Inslee just making his way to the front there. He made the pass on Jordan McDonnell as we expected. So that's going to be a good battle to watch out at the restart. Ben will get a restart here if he wants it. And unfortunately, he'll be at the back of the field.
He's a terrier, isn't he? Yeah. Hey, Jordan McDonnell, his dad... Big Darren used to race mini sprints here.
Oh, I remember Darren. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, heck. I didn't realise that was his dad. Yeah. So, yeah, plenty of pedigree there for Jordan McDonnell. And they tell me he's a bit of a hothead up in Auckland from time to time, but he's really calmed himself down. He's a bit outspoken. He doesn't mind being known as that. And Jordan McDonnell, certainly one of the up-and-coming midget car drivers here at the championship this weekend.
Yeah, well, we love people that show a little bit of
Absolutely.
passion for it too. Okay, Alec Inslee, ball is in his court in the Rumble Racing Yale civil plan car. Quietly goes about his business, doesn't he? But yeah, he will be one to watch. There's no doubt about that. Pete Honeybell, those early gremlins in tonight. Couple of spins and hot laps, totally uncharacteristic. But yeah, he is the sort of guy that just knows you've got to keep grabbing those points. It doesn't matter how you grab them. You've just got to get them. Okay, back under starters' orders. Heat number 7. Leading them round, Alec Inslee in the 71 Yale car. Green flag flies. Boy, those starts are slow. Yellow. Yeah, that was Brown's cows.
Well, I tell you what, it was Alec Inslee that stacked him up, I think, and it was Travis Buckley that tried to anticipate the jump and rode a wheel. Now, the referee, Bill Clarkson, was very clear on this. You cannot stack the field up. You must maintain a consistent pace. So the first shot will be a warning, and if it continues, he will be put back 2 spots. So let's see how it all plays out in this next restart.
Yeah, all night long those restarts have been slow. Most of them. Okay, second shot at the heat number 7, Alec Inslee. Yellow light out. 1 lap down, 9 to go. That's a better start. Inslee, McDonnell. Pickens is going for the big run around the top. Look at the CRC number 1. Oh, he got a little bit of a bite out of the track then. Shuffled back a couple of spots. But Slim Pickens, man who notched up his 200th feature win, is on a charge. Runs up against a concrete fence down along the front straight here. Languishing a little back in around 6th place right now, while Alec Inslee's doing the business at the front in the Yale car. But McDonnell is chasing him and chasing him hard. Honeybell sitting there in 3rd spot. Oh, Travis Buckley, the Coomera was just about cooked for him. Oh, this time he does go around, gets the wheels up in the air, and Travis Buckley spins out. Oh, he stopped just close enough to the track to bring the yellow on.
Well, there you go, folks. The intensity is increasing. We can feel it, can't we? We're watching Michael Pickens make one mistake, and he spent 2 laps trying to recover and absolutely hammering that midget of his, riding the wall a couple of times, and he really got some air over in turns 2. Travis Buckley was going toe-to-toe with him, but absolutely lost control of that car, went to the infield. He'll go to the back of the field and try and make his way through the field. But Alec Inslee doing a pretty good job at these restarts and maintaining that lead with everyone else behind him making the mistakes.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Morgan McHugh as well in that 24A car. He is really cutting some moves out there. Yellow light going, just waiting for Buckley to tag on to the back of the field, so it will be Alec Inslee. Bit of a stop-start affair, this one. McDonnell just pulls up beside Inslee. Reminds him that he is there.
So can the young 17-year-old from Auckland hold his bottle in the heat race here at the New Zealand Midget Car Championship? He's just a young fella, but he's fearless. And let's see if he can pilot that Yale car home for a win here tonight.
Right, look for a bit of a quicker run up to the white line. It's all in Inslee's hands. Pace picks up. Michael Pickens, a little bit of work to do in 4th, but he's he is in 4th. Made the successful pass here, so Pickens starting to round them up, our race leader. It's still Alec Inslee leading the charge. In 2nd spot, Jordan McDonnell. Then we've got Peter Honeybell. Michael Pickens saw the gap, and what a move by Pickens. He's up into 3rd spot. Honeybell's not going to take that one lying down. He comes back for another go at him. But now running down the bottom part of the racetrack and pushing Honeybell hard was Morgan McHugh. It's still Alec Inslee. He has got his foot on the throat of this one, but Jordan McDonnell, he is really driving hard, chasing Inslee down. Pickens sitting there in the third. Then we've got McHugh. Honeybell is the next one. Then we go back to the 12 car of Liam McCoubry, driving it the hard way without the power steering. Boy, he's made some ground up too. 7 laps in the books now, just 3 to go. It's still Alec Inslee, Jordan McDonnell, Michael Pickens. That's the order. Inslee's got a good break over his opponents as we reach the closing stages of heat race number 7. Let's see what McDonnell's made of. Scrubbed off a little bit of speed on the corner entry there. Pickens tried to capitalise on it. Now he just goes out slightly wide. Michael Pickens throws another challenge at him. Couldn't make that one hang on. It is the white flag lap. It's still Alec Inslee, Jordan McDonnell, Michael Pickens are the first 3. Down through Stadium Finance, Prison Bend. Checkered flag will fly. Alec Inslee will take the win. Second place, Jordan McDonnell, Michael Pickens. Then we go back to the 24 of McHugh, the 9 of Honeybell, the 7 of Travis Buckley. Jaden Basilay in the 73. Jordan Russ, good drive from him to finish in 8th ahead of the 12 of McCoubry. Ben Morgan just never really got his stride back, and that one finished in 10th, and 11th was the 5 of Scott Miller and Mitch Hill. Another one whose weekend has sort of gone to tatters, got 1 lap in the book before he was parked up on the infield. Michael Pickens, some class moves there. Craig, he just needs half a gap.
Absolutely, and look, the young fella's done it. Ruapuna, the 17-year-old from Auckland, he managed to hold off Jordan McDonnell and Michael Pickens, and that's a testament to how quick he's going. We're normally used to Michael Pickens carving his way through the field. I'm pretty sure he'd be very pleased that he's taken out a heat here in the Accessman New Zealand Midget Car title.
Yeah, on a bit of a streak at the moment, Alec, with podiums up on the North Island and here at Ruapuna a couple of weeks ago when you came to test out the track. Obviously feeling pretty good going into this weekend with the results that you've had the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good coming into this week. Obviously, we don't want to get our confidence too high because each meeting is different to every other meeting, so we're just keeping calm, and the start of the night wasn't very nice to us, but it's good to get that heat win.
Awesome. Congratulations to Alec Inslee, driver of the Yale 71 Midget, picking up heat race number 7.
From 11, and Trent Way in car 9A will start from grid number 12. We message, it's amazing what you learn in the course of a night. So Adam Evans racing the wingless sprint tonight, which is for sale, and they did a motor in at Cromwell over the new year, and they're hoping to have an engine back very, very shortly. And what a talent that boy is. So we will watch that with a lot of interest, because we did have Adam here at the opening meeting, and always good to see the Evans team pull into town. So of course, if you're up nice and early tomorrow and can't be bothered cooking breakfast, head on into the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge. You will find them at 118 Racecourse Road. Great breakfasts are open from 6:30. And duck on in there. You never know who from the Speedway world you will bump into at the racecourse. And Accessman, they are the access equipment hire specialists. They're in Christchurch, around the city, also down there in the Lakes District, Blenheim, Waikato, up in Auckland, and they do that fork works and training stuff. It is Accessman, 0800 2 get high. Check them out on the internet, accessman.co.nz.
Well, just watching Luke McClymont circulating around the track there, just trying to get into the back of Luke's mind. I'm not sure how he's going to approach this race. He's very used to being at the pointy end of any race that he's in, and he finds himself in a difficult spot. So let's see how Luke McClymont can go. The 4M car, I think it is, the McLeod's Crane sponsored car, the current North Island champion. He has got Brad Mosen to contend with right beside him, and some pretty good drivers in front.
Yeah, a few thrills and spills, and the referees tonight, I think, have controlled things very well, haven't they? And there's so much at stake, as we said in our intro. You know, this here is probably the most relevant New Zealand open wheel speedway championship that there is. What happens in New Zealand, they hear about in the USA, particularly when it comes to the New Zealand Midget Car Championship, because a good number of our drivers head up there. Max Guilford races around the Indiana area. I'm sure Michael Pickens will be lining up for a few cameo performances up there. Travis Buckley runs up there good and hard, and there's others that go up there and have a bit of a crack around. So they soon get to hear what happens down here in New Zealand when it comes to midget car racing. Sedate pace down into turn 3. When they hit the chalk line, exiting turn 4, it's going to be time to clobber the clay with heat number 8, Jaden Worthington. Big start by Worthington, leads him down. Here comes Glenn Jury. We've been waiting for a performance from Jury all night long. Look at the pace being carried into the corner there by Brad Mosen. Oh boy, man, did he have the dial turned up. So Brad Mosen sitting there in 3rd spot right now. Our race leader, Jaden Worthington. Glenn Jury in 2nd. How long before Jury starts coming under the cosh from the rampant Brad Mosen? Mosen looked, and so he's setting himself up for the big round the top pass. Jury won't take that one lying down. Competitor that's done countless laps around here in his 30-year career. Now Mosen winds it up, and Brad Mosen now into 2nd spot. So Jaden Worthington leading the way. Mosen in 2nd. Now Jury's come back. Jury's grabbed the 2nd spot back from Mosen. In 4th, it's Campbell Stewart. Don't count Stewart out. Worthington, boy, he is running the wheels off the 63 car. Mosen's grabbed 2nd place back, shuffled Jury back to 3rd, and then we've got Campbell Stewart in 5th is Max Guilford in that Doric car, and he will be so. Oh boy, we had a close encounter of the dirt kind there before with Jay Chadwick, I think it was. Guilford's back in 6th position right now. Nathan Wilkie, keep your eyes on this guy in the 21 car as Brad Mosen challenges for the lead. Mosen's got his nose in front in the Greenway car. Brad Mosen. Worthington comes back for another lash at him. Mosen, boy, he's carrying a lot of corner entry speed, almost more than we've seen from anyone else. So it's Brad Mosen. Worthington, he's not done either. He comes back for another lash at it. Campbell Stewart's coming into the picture late in this race. So Stewart there up into the 3rd spot. Jury in 4th. And then we look back in 5th spot. It's Nathan Wilkie out of Dunedin. And Wilkie's another one that's decided to start chasing the dirt up a little bit high. He scrubbed off a bit too much speed that time, so it wasn't of any advantage to try that. White flag comes out for Brad Mosen. Jaden Worthington in 2nd. Can Stewart pull the rabbit out of the hat and move up another point? Down through the Stadium Finance Prison Bend, out of it, the run to the line. Brad Mosen caps off a good night. Worthington in 2nd. What a finish from Campbell Stewart. There was nothing in it. Nathan Wilkie got 4th spot, grabbed that from Glenn Jury in 6th. Jay Chadwick, Luke McClymont in 7th. Max Guilford shuffled back to 8th position. And we've got one upside down after the checker. Never caught that one, but oh boy.
Well, we talked about it earlier, AJ, the intensity is increasing here, and what a race that was by Brad Mosen. That car is so well set up. The pace he's carrying into those corners is unbelievable. It's scary to see how fast that Greenway car is, and he seemed to pass Jaden Worthington at will. Not quite sure what happened to Shaden Austin over there. Perhaps he rode a wheel, got himself upside down, but a great result by Brad Mosen. Well, Louise, you've had Brad Mosen in victory lane twice tonight. He must be very pleased with how his campaign is going for the New Zealand Midget Car title.
Brad, you're our first repeat heat race winner tonight. Obviously, this thing is really fast. It looks super comfortable no matter where you put it. You had it on the top side there, absolutely ripping. Manages to get the win there. Obviously, a good result for you and the team.
Yeah, it was good. You know, it's so important to get these points in these heat races, because you've got to be off the front with a guy like Michael and guys like Max and Brock and all these young fellas. You got to be up front. So it's so crucial to get these good results in the heats, and I'm stoked that we're doing that. You know, we've got some backgrids tomorrow, so it's definitely too early to sort of start getting excited, but things are going well, so we're all good.
Heat race number 7 or 8, winner Brad Mosen.
Get it, and you know, I've been fortunate in my life to go to many races all around the world. You go to a dirt track anywhere and you're going to get to meet the drivers. Go to NASCAR and, well, you might as well just sit in your grandstand seat, because you're not going to get near them and all of that sort of thing. It is just about the last bastion of true family entertainment. They're the gladiators here at the Ruapuna Coliseum, which we know as the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge Ruapuna Speedway. Final midget car heat race of the evening.
And fingers crossed for Jeremy Webb fans. See that car's getting a very long push off. Doesn't look like it's firing very well. So a very frustrating night for those boys. And it would seem like that car may end up on the infield.
Yeah. But, you know, a very strange thing about it, and, you know, Speedway used to have a 3-heat format. And basically, if you didn't last one of the heats, you were out. You may as well load your car up and head home.
Yep.
Jeremy Webb, if they get that car running, still technically has a chance via
the B main. Yep, absolutely.
And so, you know, every format has its pros and its cons, but I think one of the biggest pros for the multiple heat format is that everyone survives.
Yep. And hope you're enjoying it out there, folks. It's a little chilly and a little cool. I see a few blankets and sleeping bags out there, but thank you for tuning in to the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge Ruapuna Speedway's midget car title tonight. And we're hoping that you will make your way down tomorrow. Of course, it's finals day with that big feature race, and certainly plenty of entertainment planned for tomorrow evening as well. And come and experience the Accessman New Zealand Midget Car Championship in its entirety. And we're pretty sure the weather's going to be a little warmer tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and we'll be doing everything to pull out the stops and get the program through in a nice, timely manner for you too. So maybe give the kids a little bit of a sleep in the afternoon.
So Mitch Fabish, one of the young guns there, he was very disappointed with his last lap pass that was put on him by Sam McCrenna. And Mitch is one of the very fast Auckland drivers. Another one of those young brigade coming through, and one of the easiest cars you'll find to pick out, that 95K, the orange and white midget from Auckland.
Here's Dad, Tony Fabish, a New Zealand champion. Tony Fabulous Fabish,
yep.
A New Zealand champion. Also raced super stocks for a while as well. And yeah, you've got to be something a bit special to give them a go. Here we go, folks, the final midget car heat race of the evening. Let's turn them loose. And it is Mitch Fabish. Big start by Fabish from the outside of the front row. Local favourite, Jack Lowe, sitting there in second spot. Then we look back, and it's Ben Matthews in the Repco number 7, hanging on to the third spot. Big challenge on him from the 5 of Brock Maskovich. Fabish down low. Jack Lowe decides he's going to try the high side. Runs around the top there, trying to get the momentum game going. So it's Fabish down low. Jack Lowe's got his nose in front in that 54 car. So it's Jack Lowe leading the way. Fabish in second spot. He's not going to back down from this one. Then we look at a little further back. Brock Maskovich. Fabish has regained that the lead, but this time Lowe changes tack and goes down to the bottom part of the racetrack. It seems as though Lowe can put that 54 car anywhere, but wherever he goes, he has got Fabish just shadowing him. So Mitch Fabish regains the lead. Jack Lowe in second. Brock Maskovich in third. Ben Matthews, good performance so far in this race from Matthews here in fourth, and then leading the pack. Tyler Robbins in that 5 car. Aaron Hodgson a little bit quiet so far in this one, and he is back there in the 6th spot. What a battle we've got going on the front. This one has changed spots a number of times. Lowe grabbed the lead, lost it to Fabish. Trading places is the name of the game in heat race number 9. Mitch Fabish, has he broken the shackles that Jack Lowe has been trying to put around him? Now Lowe tries a little bit of a slingshot off the cushion. Gets very, very close to him, but Mitch Fabish, he just seems to go up a gear every time that Jack Lowe challenges him. Brock Maskovich is hovering. He is looming. He's sitting there in that 3rd spot and able to run that car on the bottom part of the racetrack very, very well. Matthews back there in the 4th position. Then it's Aaron Hodgson, so he's got a wee bit of work to do to get up into the bigger points. It is the white flag lap, and it is Mitch Fabish leading them down the back straight through the Stadium Finance Town Bend. Yellow light is on. We've got one around. Oh, boy.
Well, there you go, Ruapuna. Spare a thought for Mitch Fabish right now. He was facing the checkered, only to find that he's got a yellow light and he's going to have to survive a restart and a 1-lap dash towards the end. We all had our hearts in our mouth with that last pass because he made a mistake in that previous heat. Let's see if he can handle the pressure of Jack Lowe coming on him for that 1-lap dash. Not sure who that is, AJ, that spun around. Might be one of the Hurst boys. And Mitch Fabish, can you hang on, mate, and take out a heat race here at the Accessman New Zealand midget car title tonight?
Yeah, the race lead has changed on numerous occasions. It seems as though every time Jack Lowe got by Fabish, Fabish just had an answer to that one. Good ding-dong battle that went on for a number of laps. Brock Maskovich sitting there in 3rd spot. He will rate his opportunities with the dash to the finish.
Always enjoy watching these 1-lap dashes. I'm not sure what Jack Lowe's going to do. Maybe he's going to take a big swing around turns 1 and 2, set himself up for a last grass pass in 3 and 4 with a wee bit of momentum. Let's see how it plays out, folks. A couple of young guns there, one from the North Island, one from Christchurch. And
Hodgson back there in 5th. Got to say, Ben Matthews, this might be his best run of the night, sitting there in 4th spot in that Repco number 7. Here we go. The dash for the points. Green flag flies. Let's see who has got something for Mitch Fabish. Fabish goes out wide. Jack Lowe tries to pinch the car down. Just scrubbed off a little too much pace. Big wheelie from Lowe. Boy, he had his foot in the bucket and he was pedaling hard. The run for the line. Fabish takes a win by a narrow margin from Jack Lowe. Then we go back to Brock Maskovich. A very solid finish there from Maskovich. Boy, he was challenging as well. Let's see what the points stack up like after this one. Jack Lowe, what a big wheelie running down the back chute in the City South Van Spears car. Hodgson up into 4th. Matthews faded to 5th. Lumsden in 6th. McCrenna, another good solid performance and points haul for him in 7th. Tyler Robbins in 8th. 9th was Brent Hoos. And then we go back to the 74 of Ben Hoos. Well, there you go. That was heat race number 9, Accessman New Zealand Midget Car Championship. And, well, you cannot say that Jack Lowe did not throw every single thing at that.
Yeah, great performance by Jack to try and wrestle that lead, but Mitch Fabish wasn't going to make that mistake again. He dominated that race eventually and got himself to victory lane. Well, there you go, Louise. Mitch Fabish, we'll be very pleased to get that one in the bag.
Another heat race win picked up for you tonight, Mitch. That one was a little bit easier for you starting off that front row there and didn't have to worry too much about patience or the carnage going on behind you. Just kept your nose clean and came away with the win.
Yeah, that was an awesome race with Jack there. Hats off to him. That was, yeah, that's midget car racing to a T right there, and that was awesome. But yeah, I can't thank my guys enough. They gave me another good car and missed it a little bit in that second heat, but come back and got the win in this one, and that's all you got to do. So yeah, no, thanks for that.
Another heat race win picked up here tonight for Mitch Fabish for the last qualifying heat race of night one of the Accessman New Zealand Midget Champs.